Hello, everyone. Welcome to the part two of the pre-market session of the 20th September 2020. Okay, we're looking at our market setup for next week. Okay, so on part two, we're going to start from where we stopped at the part one. Part one, we spoke about some major currencies, some sentiment currencies. Okay, we're actually on sentiment currencies, and we also spoke about the Euro GBP paid. Okay, so we're looking at the CHF now. Okay, so we're looking at from monthly perspective what we think of the pay. Okay, and here's what I think of what's going to happen here. If we had this filling candle and it fell to filling from this month, okay, definitely this is a failed rally. Okay, so the whole of this should have moved up into breaking this high, but couldn't. Then we now saw the days coming to the market, so they were all setting up to short to the downside. So there is more bear in this market, as we can see at the moment, to the downside. So what we're going to be looking at, we're going to some sort of retracement of some sort, and then we can continue to the downside. But overall, this is an area which we want to look at in terms of where we want to look for reactions, okay, as a bull, because definitely this is a bullish market. Okay, so it's a bullish market in terms of from a monthly time frame. Okay, so we look at the monthly time frame first, and you see the bullish market for a monthly time frame. Okay, apart from the fact that the current month is actually showing a bearish setup. Okay, but even with that, okay, it is not yet, okay, it's not yet complete, okay, to be confirmed as a bearish monthly candle, because the candle is yet to close for the month. So we're looking at the next structure, which is I'm looking for some reactions to be inside of this area, because this was where we found last reaction here. Okay, so down to the daily for last week, okay, we saw this indecision candle here and followed by the bearish candle, which also signifies that the bears are so much in the market and they're going to be doing far more greater things to downside than we want to be saying. So whatever is going to come in for next week, we're going to stack up some setups. Okay, we're going to stack up some things for next week. We're going to look at the H4. So if some sort the H4 can actually come back into testing this point, that would be a very nice structure to actually short to the downside, and that would be very awesome to see. Okay, so we're looking at here, okay, from Monday. Okay, just put up the lines as usual. Just copy the lines. Okay, so we're looking for Monday. If the bears can actually come into the market, indicating if the bull can actually push the market back into this level or the area of the 11536, that would be a good area to start shorting, only with a daily confirmation. Only with a daily confirmation, guys. You want to confirm with a daily and daily structure. That would also help you in order to actually reduce the risk in terms of trading, okay, as a whole. Okay, so we just want to be looking at that, and we're going to be looking at the NZD-JPY. What the NZD-JPY doing? Right, guys. NZD-JPY is going to fail. We're going to see NZD-JPY actually drop one more time to the downside for next week. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we might not just have that, guys. I think we might not just have that. Yeah, guys, we might not have that. So we are going to have a bullish setup for the NZD-JPY. We're going to have a bullish setup. Yeah, guys, that's what I think. What I think here, but the best entry for this pay would be either the break above this structure or around this structure. You want to wait for an entry around this point on the daily. Yeah. Or a break above this structure on the daily with a huge confirmation, and then we can continue right into the upside. I think I would fancy the bullish setup more than the bearish setup here. So I'll just wait for some bit of drop down or a breakout from this structure. I'll look for some sort of something of sort, okay? But because why I'm looking for something of sort is here bears tried to get in, but the bulls rejected them. Okay, so it's more rejection here, similar to what happened here. Okay, and this also fell, giving a signal for a vessel, because definitely a filling candle should follow up with a candle being filled. So if not being filled, it's going to truncate. So if this truncate here, came back here also for a very strong bearish setup, but this did not follow up with the setup. So we're looking at a failed reversal. So failed rally such as an S curve. Okay, you know, S curve. I did a video on S curve. You just take it out and you're gonna see my video on S curve. You're gonna learn how this actually set up. So I'm looking at some sort of S curve. So we're looking at this demand area here around the 70 mark for a confirmation on the daily to actually look to hop on that pay. So trade I think it would really be awesome to see price coming, and then we look for the reactions inside of this area. That will be the only time we're looking to buy the NZD-JPY. Okay, so we look at the next page, the CAD JPY. CAD JPY is going to be facing a real challenge. Okay, a real challenge, and not really funny. Okay, and so far so good. We are around a very key structure, and very awesome. Okay, I would really say very awesome to see. Okay, with regards to technicalities. Okay, with regards to how we are set up. Okay, in the whole general market, how we are set up. Okay, and we actually saw what happened here. Okay, let me just quickly speak about this for the non-students. Okay, in the academy, so I'll just quickly speak about this briefly. What I think here. So here is a very good bullish candle. Okay, it's a very nice bullish candle from a monthly perspective. Here dropped in the decision candle, both came into the market. Okay, and retest of this structure, which should send price back into at least testing this high. But currently, this is a very nice monthly structure here in terms of candle. Okay, so we can expect this to come back to test this low and then continue to down upside, because definitely on a monthly time frame, this looks bullish. Okay, but here we are back into this key structure here after an impulse correction impulse. So this could be a correction back into this low. Okay, so which can actually send price to the upside in terms of direction. But if you look at this pay on a daily time frame, actually got me thinking. Okay, it got me thinking, and I start to see reasons why I don't want to be taking this trade on a Monday, but wait till on Wednesday. Indecision candle here. Okay, indecision candle here, bearish candle. Okay, this is poised to reverse. It is poised to reverse. Okay, it is poised to reverse, but the idea about the reversal is it will still track down, just also similar to this. This was poised to reverse, it tracked down, reversed, taking out all this consolidation and impulse. Price came back, tested that low. So you saw how price then rallied a little bit before down, going back up. So I'm looking at this, shaking off a little bit before confirmation, and then we'll just look to ride the trade to the upside. So we're just looking at that happening in the market, and that will be very awesome. So we can then look at the CAD JPY actually make few drops before the reversal. Okay, because also all that information also reflected here. Okay, indecision candle around a key structure, BS came into the market, and we just quickly need to look at the weekly candle. Okay, weekly candle is inside a very key structure in terms of the monthly so far, but the monthly candle is yet to close. Okay, it's yet to close. So at least what we could expect, we will try to see what the weekly candle is actually doing. Okay, so here when we saw this candle actually coming back to, I speak about this with the student almost every day. Okay, you want to be waiting for confirmations. Okay, so also similar to what we had here for last week, we had price coming into testing this zone, and what we did on the daily time frame, we could see that on the daily time frame, okay, this was on so this was on Monday. Okay, Monday, what we wanted to see on Monday was a break above this point on Monday. So you can see all these guys, we had to wait for all these things to align. This is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So this closed on Friday here. So what we wanted to see was a break above, and we saw further drop. So we didn't take this trade. All this drop, we didn't take it because this was original setup. So we didn't want to show by price goes down, reverse on us. Okay, around this huge support. Could have shown initial candle here, signaling a reversal, and we'll just wait for the next day to impulse, and we can just write it up, because definitely we cannot expect to see a falling wedge around a key structure like this. So we would have expected to see something like an expansion. Okay, we're not. I don't need to explain all this because of time. You just need to just understand with me, guys. Okay. So what we expect to see will be a confirmation on the daily. Okay. But we need to take out this high. Okay. Before we can then ride the trend to the upside. But definitely, if it starts rising to the upside, I think it's going to rise so aggressively. So on a monthly time frame, if we can have, we're looking at a trend line here, guys. We're looking at a trend line here. So what we need this to do, we will just look at this. Okay. Downtrend. So it's a huge possibility that price can actually fall from here. But once it's not falling, this is correction, impulse. Once it's not falling, we cannot start falling with it. Okay, we just need to wait for it to indicate us that reasons for it to go down. I will just trade in the shadows of the smart money. Okay, I think I've said a lot, and just quickly show you what happened here. Far back 2018, 2015, we saw how this pair moved up 2015. Was moving up trend. 2017, 2018, how after the financial crisis, we saw how everything dropped massively to the downside. So here, post-COVID, everything moving up. So I think it's going to move up to whatever is happening in the market goes away. Okay, it's going to move up to. So let's just quickly just leave that. Let's move to another page. The CAC CHF also, we spoke about the CAC CHF, okay, last week, and this is quite unique. Okay, in its making, okay, for a reversal. It's quite unique in its making for a reversal, and indecision candle, indecision candle, indecision candle, indecision candle, bull, that's actually pushed up more than all of them. So indecision candle couldn't continue the rise, okay? This could not continue the rise. What I expect to see a truncate. So this price should actually look to truncate one more time. Okay, the cartridges should truncate one more time, but let's look at it from the weekly time frame to see what we have. Okay, yeah, we have something cool on the weekly. We can actually have this to be, okay, an impulse correction impulse. So that would be very awesome to see also similar to impulse correction impulse. So I'm not really looking at a lot of things. I will not be taking all these trades. Okay, I will just pick the best ones I want to be taking based on the direction I want to be taking those trades. I'll just take them. Okay, so that's what I want to be doing. I don't want to be doing anything far more than that. As traders, we want to be taking the very best trades. Okay, that's what I want to be doing week in, week out. Week in, week out, I want to be doing that. Okay, so monthly time frame, indecision candle, so we can actually look to either truncate or go up. So, but I'll fancy the buy side of the truncate, okay, to downside, because here actually gave that signal. This should have been a continuation, but for price to have to drop here, can actually rise back, and we can actually see if we're having this drop, definitely we're actually going to drop back to the 0.6717 because that's our November target. Okay, we're looking at price actually dropping down here for November. Okay, NZD CHF. CHF, I think everything is poised. Looking at to the upside. Okay, now we got to the upside. But I would really advise traders to wait for a bit of more confidence because this indecision candle, all right, price couldn't move away, couldn't go down, so could have what price might be doing generally would be indecision. Okay, so we might actually have price doing anything inside of this range. So I don't think I would be trading this pay in any manner. Okay, whatever I find on the weekly time frame, I think I would want to wait for stack up those confirmations. Indecision candle, huge candle here came in to confirm the bullish structure reversal here. So I will look for this is continuation to the upside, so can still continue, but I'll need to stack up with the confirmations on Monday on the daily time frame to actually confirm that whatever I saw there was actually what's going to be. And I'll just, just as always, put up my resistance line up here because this can actually come in at the third rally, but if it comes in as continuation, I think I would really love the buy side and then continue to the upside. All right. So that'll be all, and we don't have any other trade to take apart from go straight into the metals and the oil to see what's happening with the metal and the oil. I spoke about this many of the time with the students, and I've been doing this every week, and I've seen it. I know this, okay, and it's supposed to be what everyone should be doing. Okay, you need to know how to do this, though. You need to know how to do this consistently, week in, week out. Okay, consistently. Okay, and we took a very wonderful trade on gold and silver. We held it for 3 weeks, and with some of our members back here. Sometimes threats like this, weakness, can result into strength if bears don't come into the market. And we saw this also happening. And you know, let's just leave that for now. Let's talk about what is coming in terms of the silver first. We just look at the silver first. Huge indecision candle here, came back down here, should follow up with a bearish, okay, a follow-up, bearish follow-up, but definitely this was another indecision candle, indecision candle, indecision candle, indecision candle. So far, we are yet to take over this high. Okay, so we just wait. What we need to do as traders, as conservative traders, which we are here, is to wait for a break above this structure on a weekly time frame, and then we can just continue, because definitely whatever happened here is still embedded here. We can actually have a third rally to the downside, and we can actually come back to testing this one more time. And that'll be very crazy if you are bullish this market. You want to wait for at least confirmation, stack up confirmations to confirm where you next want to be in the market. So look at the gold. This is also a reason why I spoke about gold, that everyone should actually wait to get a confirmation on gold. So far so good. We have not yet gotten a confirmation in terms of the GW trading, how we want to be approaching gold. Okay, so we have not got any confirmation of some sort on gold. Okay, so we will only wait for confirmation. Huge bearish candle followed by initial should have followed by a bearish setup, okay, for a reversal, but initial candle. So we can actually have gold coming back here, bullish candle, bearish candle. Okay, so if this continues to stack up, okay, will this continue to stack up for gold? What we just need to do, we need to look at the next weekly candle, and if the next weekly candle comes in as bullish, we'll just continue to look at the strength in the market to actually come in minimal, okay, but rise should be continue to upside, and that'll be all. But unless and we have this next weekly candle to be bearish. So if we have this current weekly candle to be indecision candle, I think we just need to wait for more confirmation before we can then get into gold. So what we think of crude oil? After we marked our range for crude oil, okay, for the remainder of the year, we marked our range to be the 50 mark to 37 mark. Okay, so we're going to be seeing how the crude oil will actually trade inside of this area, okay, inside of this area here. So just see what we have here. Okay, I spoke about crude oil many times. Okay, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse. So this turned out not to be a correction, but took out all this information here. So definitely, for last week, we saw how this kind of fed. It was a very huge candle, but definitely the best can still come into the market to take price back into breaking this low. This was a failed reversal inside of this point, so we need to stack up these confirmations. But if we go down to a daily time frame, we can also identify that this Friday came in at initial candle. So this will be very crucial as the next week what we want to be saying. For next week, if we would have a strong bullish candle, I think we would then look to reevaluate the situation inside of this area, how price is going to come in and then hit this area here, because definitely if price comes in with so much strength into hitting this area, it might actually come up to breaking this area and taking over. So definitely want to be looking at monthly candle. If monthly candle comes in bearish, I think we need to set up for a bearish structure to the downside one more time, 57 mark. Okay, so I would like the buy side rather than the layer. Okay, so I wish you all the best in your trading life, and if you want to learn more on how to do this consistently week in week, I'll just hop on the academy and ask GWFS how to actually do this. We are open for admissions. We actually prepare you for the best, with the best tool and also the best educators to actually mold you into becoming a successful trader, and you're going to be making profit week in, week out of the forex market. I love you all and remain blessed.